Hey guys, how we doing? So as you see, I have two pieces here. I've been practicing a new pattern. It's a new, like a creator pattern I learned from Jeff Tough Thumbs, and I really like it. It's, in a sense, it's very similar to the traditional rock pattern with a drill bit, but it just looks slightly little different and slightly little cooler. And it's done with the carbide ball, the big, pretty expensive carbide, you know, the bearing ball. I think it's 5/8 if I remember right. So we've been practicing on that and that because I wanted to make a special folder today. I had a pretty cool idea. Also learn new anodizing tricks from Tough Thumbs, and the outcome of the practice and the new knowledge I gained on the show and from Jeff, mainly from Jeff actually, I think it paid off, because this is, in my opinion, it's the best one I've ever done. I've done so far. This is just to show you. This is how it is when it's cleaned with the Windex, the titanium. It's literally like a rust color. It's really cool, and I wanted that because it goes well with the blade. You're gonna see soon. Now, when you carry it and have a use it actually gets like dark. It's kind of weird how much it can change just from the oil from the hands. But even in this, darkish color, it's still beautiful, I think. Just really cool, worn out look to it. If the camera will focus. It's stone wash, the edges are orange peeled. Edges actually have kind of cool pattern to it. It's not just one continuous chamfer along, but it has, you see, it has a different chamfer here, different here, different here, different here. And it's the same on the other side. It's kind of like a system. It's very similar to the system, the way it's kind of like if I were to start contouring my traditional hand contouring, but just did just a little bit, just the edges. Rounded here on the top, titanium screws, zirconium pocket clip with the same pattern as the handle. And it has that blade shape, inspired by when Jeff, if you look at Instagram, Jeff did the large flipper. I gave him a parts for my large flipper, and kind of like a collaboration. He did the large flipper from scratch, from start to finish, and he did this similar, blade shape kind of. It's kind of like that spoon, harpoon, but it starts all the way up here. I really like it, and I figure I gotta try it on the smaller flipper to see how it comes out. And I love it. I think it's beautiful. And the nice thing on this one is I did that copper infusion. I don't call it copper infusion, it just looks cool. It just sounds cool, right? It's that copper in the ferric acid, and it just quick dip in it, and the copper actually bonds very, very quickly. And in combination with my new really heavy sandblast and then stone wash, it actually came out really cool. I think it's a beautiful stone wash with that copper look to it. And the camera doesn't do it justice. It's actually, in person, that blade has very rich copper color. It's only, like if you imagine, only in that really good light here, what you see, that copper color, the whole blade is like that. It's just a matter of lighting here. The lighting doesn't show it. But it just, I think it looks pretty badass. So it's nice and slim. This one has actually probably the best tolerances out of all I've ever done. It's just super tiny little, the gaps for the washers and everything. Everything had to be custom, adjusted, because the standoffs I get from knife kits are actually not even that tiny. So that's why I always have slightly larger gap. So everything had to be slightly adjusted, and so, to make it even thinner. But the tolerances are just perfect. Love how it looks. Just the open and close position, the angles are just, I think they are perfect. Really like it. Flies really well. The swedge on it, I just nailed that swedge. Again, inspired by Jeff. It's not something I normally do, but the grind is perfectly even, flat and very lean to the micro edge, micro bevel on the edge. And the swedge is just, it like, you can kind of see, it's pretty much continuous curve. There's slight little change in the angle where they meet here, but it's identical on both sides, and that's the point, to be identical. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Really happy. Only if the camera would be focusing. This one will be auction. So what's today? Thursday. So let's do it till tomorrow night. You know why? There's no reason to do it more than tomorrow night, Friday at midnight, you know, or yeah, midnight of my time, so midnight EST, Eastern Standard Time. It's gonna be here and on Instagram, so I will always like keep the comments updated here and also over there at Instagram. Started at 5, you know, 500, even less than I normally do on folders. So, you know, make me an offer. Please don't fool around. This is the best one, that's why I just decided I'm gonna do the auction on it. I think it's cool. I really would, you know, actually want to keep it, but I mean, everybody can use the money, right? So let's see if I can sell a knife like Jeff can. No, I'm kidding. Definitely not, but I think it's pretty nice. So guys, thank you for watching, thank you for all the support. By the way, log is perfect, nice, not too early, not too late, easy to disengage, and perfectly centered. So thanks for all the support, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.